of the problems a lot of people face when they're coming into the Dubai market is they don't have a holistic understanding of the different locations and the categories of the locations, or what makes those locations unique in their own way. When I'm working with investors, we generally divide the categories into 4 categories, okay? In this video, I'm going to explain all those categories. And this is how I divide the locations, and I'm going to explain exactly why we do it like this, okay? First things first, we've got something that we call prime, okay? These are my own categories. You won't find them online, but this is how I guide my investors, okay? And hope this makes sense. If it does, hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon, okay? Then there is central, there is residential, and then you could call the suburbs, okay? So let's call them suburbs, which kind of like look like suburbs today, okay? The key indicators of a prime location, and here's the funny thing, okay? If you go to London, you know, generally speaking, you've got central London and everything's concentrated, or the prime areas are concentrated in central London, right? This is my understanding, you can correct me. If you go to New York, you've got Manhattan, right? But in Dubai, it's kind of like not like that, and this is not how we define prime areas. The way we define a prime area is an area which was launched freehold a long time ago. So it's been in the making 15 plus years. There is a lot of infrastructure already finished, okay? And there's a lot of plots of land that are already built, okay? And the community has a very fullish, complete look. What areas would come under prime, okay? So we've got downtown, Dubai Marina, Palm Jumeirah, Arabian Ranches 1 and 2, not Arabian Ranches 3, okay, not Arabian Ranches 3. And the distinguishing feature over here is properties have changed hands a couple of times. Prices have gone up maybe 4 or 5 times now, and the area is very complete, okay, which means that more inventory coming into the area is very difficult, okay? Do you catch the drift? Prime areas have their own advantages. The supply is constrained, the rents can be higher, okay, and the sale prices are high. And when you buy in a prime area, you're paying a very hefty sum because you might be owner number 7 of a property that was launched, finished 15 years ago. And every time it changed hands, there was a little profit built in. So you're owner number 7, you're paying a handsome profit, but so what? You're buying a property in an absolute prime area with amazing landmarks, okay? Does that make sense? So there's advantages, that there's less supply, so on and so forth, but there are some disadvantages. You're paying a prime price, right? Central areas are communities which have been launched between the 5 to 10 years, okay? They are not fully infrastructurized, okay? Like not all the road networks going in are finished. There might be a lot of more exits coming up, okay? There might be a mall still yet to come in. There's a lot of empty plots of land, but you know, it's 5 to 10 years, so the communities come along. Like the areas, this is just my definition, right? I say Creek Harbor is very central. And then you've got Mohammed bin Rashid City is very central, okay? These are areas that are central today, will become prime, but obviously prime will move to super prime, right? Just remember this, like it doesn't mean that central becomes prime and boom, all of a sudden these will be competing with this. No, prime will become super prime, right? So I hope you get the idea. Residential areas are areas which were launched 15 plus years ago, but they are not fully infrastructurized until now. And again, these residential areas are spread out. They're not bad, they're actually very good for investments, okay? These are areas like JVC, JVT, Arjan, Sports City, Production City, Dubai Land Residences Complex, Li 1, Majan, and the list goes on. And again, residential means what? High number of people and tenants want to live there. High number of people want to buy there. So your resellability and rentability is very, very, very high, okay? Now, I started this video by saying the problem with a lot of people when they're coming into the Dubai market is they don't understand these differences. The problem comes up when you are buying something in JVC, in your mind thinking that it's absolutely prime. Well, it is pretty good. It's a good location. It's very close to Sheikh Zayed Road, but it's not downtown, right? But then here's where you make sense of the difference in per square foot pricing, right? In downtown prime, you're paying 2,500 to 3,000 dirhams per square foot. Here, you might be paying 1,200 to 1,600 per square foot. Does that make sense, right? But then when you look at it like this, your mind starts understanding why it might be lower priced here, okay? The suburbs are developments that are coming up on Al Ain Road, okay? There's Valley and a few other developments. And then closer to Dubai World Central. Price difference over here and here is not so much different. Sometimes this could be from 800 to 1,200 PSF, okay? And suburbs, obviously, like, look, Dubai at the end of the day is a small city. It's not super, super, super large, right? It's not the size of, I don't know, California as a state, right? It's a city that's not super enlarged, okay? So obviously, again, the same thing applies. Residential becomes central, suburbs become residential, and so new suburbs then get built and so on and so forth, okay? So the reality is that you need to understand these categories, right? Prime, central, residential, suburbs. This isn't going to unlock the door to amazing opportunities, but it gives you the necessary knowledge to start symbolizing, understanding where and what Dubai locations mean, right? And that foundational knowledge then helps you understand the difference in pricing, the risks that you might be taking with one of these locations, right? Suburbs, the infrastructure is not already there, so you're gonna wait 5-10 years for infrastructure to come in, which means price shooting up will take some time. But as long as you know when you're going in there, you're going to be okay. Hope this makes sense. If you want our team to guide you, there's a link below. You can buy a property through us. Bye for now.